Hello friends, good morning. In last lecture we were discussing about the second line of defense, and in second line of defense up till now we discussed first component of the second line of defense, and that is body activities like fever and inflammation. These are the two symptoms how this fever and inflammation play role in the defense mechanism. Now in this particular lecture, let us study second component of the second line of defense, and it is antimicrobial substances. Antimicrobial substances, these are the chemical substances, antimicrobial chemical substances secreted by the body, and they have role in the second line of defense. So these are the different body fluids, and they play important role in the defense mechanism. Now, which are these substances? First is your lysozyme. Lysozyme is the first and very important body fluid which play a role in the second line of defense mechanism. And then second one is the IBP protein. As we discussed this IBP protein in the fever, this IBP is stands for the iron binding protein. Third component is the interferon, which is related to the viral infection. Next is the complement, which is also a serum protein. Fifth one is the properdin. This complement and properdin are both are serum protein. They are present in your blood. Then next component is the beta lysine, and some polypeptides are there which are also present in your blood. Then next one is bacteriocin. Bacteriocin is the protein. It is the antimicrobial protein. It is a toxin produced by some normal flora of the body. As we discussed, this normal flora, our body has different sites where some bacteria reside in these parts. One is our skin, where organisms like Staphylococcus aureus act as a normal flora, or it is present on healthy skin. Our large intestine also harbors some organisms like E. coli, Lactobacillus, Propionibacter. They act as a normal flora of intestine. So this normal flora produce this bacteriocin. It is a toxin, antibacterial toxin. Then eighth body fluid is the fibronectin. Fibronectin. Next is the acute phase reactant. Acute phase reactants. So these are different body fluids. These are the chemicals secreted at different sites of the body which play important role in the second line of defense. So let us see one by one. First is the lysozyme. What is lysozyme? Where this lysozyme is secreted, and how this lysozyme protect the body, or how this lysozyme has role in the second line of defense. Here lysozyme is present. It is the enzyme. It is antibacterial enzyme present in tears. It is also present in colostrum, or it is present in milk. It is present in mucus. In last lecture we discussed mucus. So it is also present in mucus. It is present in the saliva. So all body fluids consist of lysozyme. This lysozyme is present in most of the body fluids. Here lysozyme is the mucolytic enzyme. Now what is muco? Muco stands for the peptidoglycan. The alternative name for the peptidoglycan is mucopeptidoglycan. So this name itself indicates it is mucolytic enzyme. So it lies the peptidoglycan. So cross linkage of the peptidoglycan get attacked by this lysozyme. So bacteria are killed by destroying or by hydrolyzing the peptidoglycan. So this lysozyme is antibacterial. It attacks the peptidoglycan of cell wall of bacterial cell. This lysozyme is chemical nature of the lysozyme is it is N-acetyl muraminidase. Remember this nature of the lysozyme. You will ask it for the MCQ. Multiple choice question will have such question. What is the nature of lysozyme enzyme? Lysozyme is N-acetyl muraminidase. Muraminidase stands for it acts on the muraminic acid, that is our peptidoglycan, and that is the action of lysozyme. So lysozyme present in tears, milk, mucus, saliva, and all body tissue fluids. And here when organism come in such fluids or in such organs, that lysozyme kill these bacteria. So that is the role of lysozyme. It was also observed that lysozyme, this egg white has the coating of lysozyme, and that egg white is rich in lysozyme, and it protect the embryo by coating the or as it is present in the egg white, its main significance is protection of the embryo. So it is also present in the egg white, and it gives defense mechanism in protection of the embryo. Then second component is the IBP protein. IBP stands for the iron binding protein. Now, what is the role of such iron binding protein? These iron binding proteins are also present in certain body fluids, as well as it is also present in the blood. Here, the body fluids like tears, mucus, saliva, as well as our serum or body blood also consist of this iron binding protein. Here, name itself indicate iron binding protein. Their role is how they protect the body. They bind iron. As they are iron binding, they bind iron, that is Fe, which is very essential for the growth of microorganism. When pathogen enters into the body, it requires large amount of iron from your body, and that iron was make unavailable by this iron binding protein. Iron binding protein bind all iron from the body, maximum iron from the body, and make iron unavailable to the growth of organism. In that case, or that is the actual mechanism of iron binding protein. There are mainly two iron binding protein. One is your transferrin. Transferrin is especially present in your tears, as well as another is lactoferrin. Lactoferrin is also present in the saliva. Transferrin is also present in blood as well as tears. So that is the role of this iron binding protein is to bind iron and make that iron unavailable to the organism or pathogens which are required to grow in your body. The next component, and which is very important, is interferon. This is the short form of interferon. Interferon is normally this interferon, or usually interferon is related to the viral infection. When virus particle or when any pathogenic virus infect your body, that virus enters into that respective cell for which it is susceptible. Suppose respiratory infection is there. In that case, respiratory cells get infected by the virus. Virus enters into the lung cells or these your respiratory cells and perform its lytic cycle, perform its replication and transcription, and biosynthesis of new virions are there, and that cell get killed and viruses spread throughout the tissues or throughout the body. That is the way of viral infection. Now what happens here? This interferon is iron. This is the protein produced only in case of the virally infected body. When virus enters, as we discussed, virus infect the tissue cells. They enter into the cells and multiply there and invade that cell, and then by killing that cell, they get spread in our body. Here what happens when such cells are infected by virus, this cell produce certain protein. That is the nature of the interferon is glycoprotein. Such glycoproteins are produced by virally infected cell. Those cells which are infected by viral, this cell produce interferon, and that interferon or that glycoproteins are spread at the vicinity of that or near to that or adjacent to the virally infected cell, and they give signal to the neighboring cell about the viral infection. When virus kills the host cell, and when they comes out and when they infect the neighboring cells which are already stimulated by interferon, in that case what happens? Interferon stimulated cells do not allow replication or do not allow transcription of the virus in that neighboring cell, and that is how that neighboring cell get protected. So remember, interferon has role in only viral infection. Yes, so they inhibit the proliferation of virus in neighboring cell. propagation of virus in the neighboring cell. So a very essential thing is for the production of interferon, it is very essential that virus should infect our body. There should be entry of any virus virion into the host cell. In that case only interferon is secreted. Then next is complement. Complement is the blood protein. It is the cascade protein. Cascade means chain. Chain form मध्ये protein असतो हा. जशी मण्यांची माळ असते तशी माळ असते. From C1 to C11 proteins are there, and this complement is normally present in the blood. Now name itself indicate complement. It is not antibacterial or antimicrobial activity. तो स्वतः कुठलेही organism viruses kill करत नाही. It is not antimicrobial or it is not antibacterial. Then how it protect our body or how it play important role in the defense mechanism? Its name is complement. It is going to be complement in the killing of antigen. It complement antibody. It help antibody for killing of the in the mechanism of killing of antigen. What happens when antigen invade your body in any foreign matter? When it invade, as you know, there is production of antibody. That antibody destroy the antigen, but this destruction of antigen requires a complement. There is formation of antigen antibody complement complex, and after formation of that complex, antigens are destroyed from the body. So that is how complement act. Complement करतो म्हणजे काय करतो? हेल्प करतो. It helps antibody in killing the antigen. It also has another role, and the second role is complement can able to attract phagocytic cells at the site of the antigen. So by enhancing the phagocytic activity, it is also helpful, as well as it helps antibody to kill the antigen, especially when antigen is microbial cell or when antigen is cellular antigen. Then complement has a role. The next is properdin. Properdin is also a serum proteins, or they are also present in the blood, and properdin has also same role as that of the complement. It is also helpful to destroy antigen with the help of antibodies. Only thing is properdin act along with the magnesium and calcium ions. Magnesium and calcium ions are required along with the for the action of properdin. The next and very important component is bacteriocin. Actually, bacteriocin is the antimicrobial toxin. It is antimicrobial toxin produced by, it is not produced by our body, it is produced by normal, it is produced by normal flora when, for example, when E. coli present in our intestine as normal flora, that E. coli produces a toxin, bacteriocin toxin, that is especially called as colicin. त्याला आपण colicin म्हणतो. It is the bacteriocin produced by E. coli, and it is very toxic to other bacteria. So bacteriocin is produced by normal flora of the body. For example, E. coli produce colicin as a toxin to protect our intestine. Let us change the page. Now, next antimicrobial substance is fibronectin. Fibronectin is also present in the blood. It is high molecular weight glycoprotein in the nature. It is high molecular weight glycoprotein. Its role is this fibronectin captures, or they clear off, a specific word is there, they clear off or capture organisms in the network. This is a network like protein. It capture organism and allow these organisms to get phagocytosed by WBC. थोडक्यात ह्या ऑर्गॅनिझमच्या कडेने जाळं तयार करतो, आणि हे जे जाळं तयार होतं त्याच्या that is high molecular weight size substance which can be easily phagocytosed. Actually होतं काय, bacteria are very small. They cannot be easily identified by phagocytic cell. तर त्यांना थोडंसं मोठं करायचं कसं, तर फायब्रोनेक्टिन लाईक high molecular weight glycoproteins present in the blood, they form complex with these foreign and bacterial cells present in our blood, and that whole complex was phagocytized by WBC. Here they fibronectin is also helpful to prevent attachment of organism on the epithelial cells. All of you know that for the any disease to cause, organism has to attach on the epithelial cells. Organism has to grow on the epithelial cells, external cells, and after growth they will form the colony and then they invade the system walls. So attachment is very necessary. Attachment of any pathogen on the epithelial cells is very necessary, and that attachment was blocked by this fibronectin. Fibronectin inhibit the attachment of bacteria on the epithelial cells. And now last one is the acute phase reactants. Acute phase reactants, here these are the one of the best example is your CRP. हे तुम्ही कोविड मध्ये पण ऐकले. CRP is the C reactive protein. C reactive protein, it is especially produced by the body in the pneumococcal infection. Yes, in pneumococcal infection body produce this group of plasma protein. It is also present in the blood. A blood madla protein hai. With how it protect the body, it the level of this C-reactive protein increases very rapidly when body get infected. Body infect झाली की पहिल्यांदा acute phase reactant म्हणजे CRP protein produce करते, आणि that CRP protein has ability to bind with the this antigen. Antigens, for example, pneumococcal bacteria enter झाले असतील तर body हे proteins मोठ्या प्रमाणात तयार करते. These proteins have ability to bind with the pneumococcal antigen. Pneumococcal antigen ला ते bind होतात, and after their binding, phagocytic cell can easily engulf, or phagocytic cell can easily capture this antigen bound with the acute phase reactant. So it enhance the phagocytosis. Its role is to increase the rate of phagocytosis by binding with the foreign pathogens present in the blood. So that is about the acute phase reactants. So in all, there are 9 different chemicals secreted by the body, which we discussed. First is lysozyme, iron binding protein, interferon, as we discussed, complement is there, propertin is there, beta-lysine polypeptides are there, bacteriocin is there, fibronectin is there, and acute phase reactants. So all these body secretions, all these antimicrobial substances secreted by the body has very important role in the second line of defense mechanism, and it is our second component of the defense mechanism. So here we will stop, and in next lecture we will see the third component of the second line of defense, and it is phagocytosis. So here we will stop. Thank you.